Hey, good morning. Welcome to the Chickabee Apiary. We're about to go live in the hive and check out the installation of that new queen we put in last week to make sure that they have released her from the queen cage and just to make sure she's thriving. So stay tuned. We're going to get started here in a second. Just getting prepared. We're not going to use smoke today. It's 70 degrees out, a little misty. So I hope the girls don't mind that too awfully much. Excuse me. We did bring some sugar water so you can refill their in-hive feeders to see how that's going. And we'll start momentarily. Hey, thanks for joining us. Welcome to the Chickabee Apiary. We are located here in Chesapeake, Virginia. And we're going to do hive number 10 today. This is one of our late season splits. So we're going to look at hive 10. We're going to check out that queen that was installed last week. We had a new queen. We went in here. They had no brood, no eggs. So a week after vacation in Cancun and came back to no queen. So a late season queen, requeening as well. Hey, thanks for coming in. I appreciate everybody stopping by. Welcome to the Chickabee Apiary. We're going to get started here in a second. We're just preparing to go live here in this hive. So we are going to take a look today to make sure that the queen has been released from her queen cage and just to see what the general health and see if by chance she has started laying. So we've had lots of rain off and on here in the past couple of days. Let's take a quick look in the hive. And we'll flip you all around. But hey, thanks for stopping in. Tap that screen, share and like if you don't mind. Let's flip this around and we're going to take a look in here. All right. Get you in there a little closer. Here we go. All right. So this is our current situation. We went ahead and installed the candy board, and we're using the candy board basically to feed the ladies. Let's see here. Take you off there. Brush you off. All right, little lady. All right, little lady. All right, come back in a second. We'll refeed there. Oh, missed them. We'll refeed them. Don't be stingy. Hateful self. We'll fill up their feeding jar. As you can see right here, let me see if I can zoom you in. Right here, we'll take a look at, this is the top of that queen, the little pink tab there. At the top of that queen cage where we installed her. This was a Saskatraz hive. The weather today is about 70 degrees. It's a little misty. It could or couldn't rain. It's been raining off and on here last couple of days because the tropical storm's coming to the East Coast. So the rain's just lingering here and there and everywhere. But hey, thanks for coming in. Thanks for stopping by. Tap that screen, share, like, join the fan club. A little later today, we're going to come back and do another live this afternoon. Where we're going to do the trucker hat giveaway. So you have to be a member of the fan club. So if you're not a member of the fan club, click that little heart above. You don't have to join the super fan club, but you do have to give a heart. And so we use all of those proceeds to go back to giveaways and to helping our BHB community, our beekeepers helping beekeepers. Hey, good morning. Hey, it's me. How many hives? I have 9 hives. I had a hive collapse this week. I had a top feeder that leaked all throughout the hive. It basically soaked all of the brood because it was directly above the brood. That created a robbing situation, and let's just say the hive beetles had a field day with a wet, moist environment inside the hive. So I did have a hive collapse. Lesson learned, we will not be using the top feeders for the remainder of the year there. I still feel confident over here, but I did purchase some in-hive feeders, the little frame feeders, and we'll see how that goes. Hey, welcome in. If you're a beekeeper, drop those bees in the chat. Let us know where you're joining us from. And if you're a bee friend and just looking to get into beekeeping or just interested in being a bee friend and helping our pollinators, drop those bees in the chat and let us know where you're joining from. Hey, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate everybody coming by today. We're going to do 2 lives today just because we're going to do a trucker hat giveaway later today. Hey, Grandma, one of my besties. If y'all have a chance, check out Grandma. Grandma does lots of things besides beekeeping. She's an artist. She also plays a Disney princess every once in a while with her avatar. But check Grandma out. Grandma's a great person. You'll really enjoy her lives as well. Yeah, great question. So if we're looking here, I'll use my bee brush pointer. If we're looking at this, this is pollen patty. And so we were in a dearth. Dearth meaning that there's not a good nectar flow or a good honey flow. And so because this is a late season split, I want to make sure these ladies have enough resources over the winter, and that would be pollen and nectar, to make sure, one, that when they get their new queen, that are able to feed their babies with the pollen and the protein. And so this one is specifically rocket fuel. Get out there, Mr. Fly. So we just feed there. I don't put much in because it encourages hive beetles. We do not want hive beetle larvae in our boxes. And so if they're not able to consume it very fast, so I give them little pieces to consume. As you can see, they're not really consuming it because we do have a good pollen flow right now. But I put it in as a preventative because we are adding a new queen and I want them to be as less stressed as possible. They did have a bee bite, which is a little green patty that looks very similar to this that has probiotics in it. And I'm not gonna lie to you, all of my bees love them bee bites. And so as you can see, the bee bite is gone, which I'm happy about. We also use some super DFM from Strong Microbials, which is also a type of probiotic that was just a white powder sprinkle. And I'm a hoarder. I keep everything in my pocket and a spoon because you put like 1 tablespoon across the top bars once a month, once every 30 days. And yeah, it really helps out. So check that out. Check out the Strong Microbials. If you're a beekeeper helping beekeeper, hey, Miss Hattie, welcome in. Sorry, I'm over here talking. It's either I'm talking and not looking at the screen, or I'm trying to show y'all something, but I'm looking more than y'all are, so I don't have the screen focused on where we are. So, welcome in. I appreciate you stopping by and checking us out. So, we're going to do a quick live this morning, and this is that new Queen installation. This is from a late split in the summer. We went on vacation for that week to celebrate a birthday, came back, and this was my Saskatraz hive. And I guess she decided she won't stay in there no more. So she went on vacation. Hey, thank you, thank you, thank you. And so I installed the candy board a little early, just because it's been a little warm the past couple of days, 90 degrees. So this helps, also doubles as a vented inner cover. And as you can see, the ladies can get through it. They don't get feisty. They're probably a little mad that I have it open this morning because it's not chilly. It's 70 degrees, but it's a little misty. And I saw that it was going to be rain from like 9 to noon. So I wanted to get in here and at least check the queen this morning. And then we will go on and come back later where we're going to give the trucker hat giveaway. Awesome. And Miss Hattie, I can send you all this stuff. And I'll drop it in the BHB community. Hey, if you're a beekeeper, drop those BHBs and bees in the chat and let us know where you're joining us from. And also click and make friends. We have tons of beekeepers here this morning in the chat. So click on their names, follow them, like them. If you haven't checked out Miss Hattie, an amazing beekeeper who does amazing lives. So please give her an opportunity to check her out. She was live yesterday, had a couple really good lives. She had Lisa in her live yesterday, who was helping out with some inspections and did her first OA treatment, oxalic acid treatments for mites. So it was an exciting time in Miss Hattie's live yesterday afternoon. So again, if you're a beekeeper, drop those BHBs, drop those bees. If you're a bee friend, we can be friends. Click that follow, subscribe, and like. And keep in mind that in October, November, and December, what's happening over there? They're festooning in the weirdest way. I don't know if you can see that. Um, oops, I'm pressing buttons. Hold on, y'all. I don't know what I've done now. There we go. They have like this little weird festoon going on right there. Very fun. Um, October, November, and December, we'll be giving some bee jackets away. Hey, welcome from Missouri. Welcome from Zone 10A, Central Florida. I'm in Zone 8A, Chesapeake, Virginia. Yeah, those OA machines are pricey. I ain't got that kind of. These babies are just going to get some formic. Some formic or some Varaxan. But yeah, so I did see this morning, Miss Hattie, I dropped in the BHP community chat. Hey, welcome from Chattanooga, Tennessee. You're going to be really close this year to the North American Bee Expo. Oh yeah, well, unaliving bees isn't exactly the smartest thing to do, but Agile do it do what you need to do. But yeah, that's not the kind of community we support. But I appreciate you stopping by, and we're going to give you the BLOCK and have a good day. All right. So we won't be seeing that anymore. Hey, thanks for coming in. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate all of you for coming in. Hey, thank you for sharing the live. Thank you for sharing. I appreciate y'all. Tap that screen. I have 105 in here. That's probably the highest I've had so far, and I appreciate. Let's get started. So, I use this just because I top feed with our jar feeders. Miss Hattie, I was saying earlier, I had a hive collapse the other day because I had a jar feeder that did not somehow keep the suction and dripped all down through the brood. And let's just say that was a nightmare. But yeah. So we went ahead and put the candy board on already. I'm using it as a vented top, which isn't going to hurt. And it also makes it really convenient to feed the ladies right off the screen. But yeah, I'll set these ladies right here. Don't go anywhere. All right, so with no further ado, right here is the little pink tab. I've never seen a tab on the queen cage like that before, but I appreciate it because it really does help me find it really quickly. And so let's take a look, and we'll put my finger there. Let's hope that they have released this lady so she can get in here and get to laying. Hey, thanks for coming in. Thanks for stopping by. You have reached the Chickabee apiary. Her and her bee friends get out of there. Y'all haven't gotten her out of there yet? Come on, bee friends. We might have to quick release her because she's been in here for 3 days. Oh no, they almost chewed her out. The plug is almost out. The plug is almost out. But I see Lady Bee still in there. So let's see if we can't get her out of there today. Oh, let me zoom out a little bit so we can see. So Miss Lady Bee is in there. You can see her big old self with that big booty. I mean, she's been in here for 3 days, so they are quite friendly to her. Let's brush them off just a little bit so we don't hurt anybody. Oh, and let's see if we can get Lady Friend to come out. So obviously we're not going to see any laying happening right now because she's still in there. But let's get her out of there. All right, there she is. And she has, don't fly off, lady. There you go. And she's, so if I blocked her, I apologize because there's going to be a fight out here if she flew off. So she went down in the side. She went down in here, right here. Let's go ahead and get these ladies off of there. She's inside, y'all. Go check her out. Nope, nope. And I forgot to put my veil up. Please don't sting me. Good morning. Good morning, ladies. Your mama's in there. The queen has arrived. So we're not going to go in there and dig in there because we just literally released her. You can see they almost had her out. They had that candy plug. I mean, 85% of the way chewed out, but I don't think Big Booty Judy that might be her name. Big Booty Judy could get out of there. So she is out. We're not going to mess with them since it's kind of a rainy day. So we're going to just put everything back in place. We know she's on down between this frame here, so I won't scooch them too close together. We'll scooch these back in place though. And we'll come back next week and take another look at that. But yeah, so I had a top hive, a hive feeder from the top leak all down into the brood. It made a hot mess. Everything was soaking wet. The hive beetles were like, hey, a good place to lay, and absolutely did. So when I went in there were a ton of hive beetles in there. It created a robbing situation. And believe it or not, the queen was out on the front doorstep, hanging out. Um, I guess just fighting for her life. Her bees had her all balled up. Scooch over, ladies. Had her balled up on the front. Not in a bad way, but like in a protection type of way. And yeah, man. So I lost that hive. I salvaged the queen. I put her in another nuke. And we'll go over there and check on her in a second to see how that's going because I have a couple different parts of the bee yard that doesn't exactly make it the most convenient for getting back and forth. I have some ideas of what I want to do next year with some reorganization. think I'm going to move everybody on this other line where they get constant sunlight and more frequently, because where three of my hives are now, I have a big oak tree that shades it. And let's say the hive beetles love that area. This area is on gravel, as you can see. It's between my fence and this box truck. And I haven't seen as many hive beetles in this hive, which I'm thankful for. But yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and give them back their sugar water. Hey, thanks for coming in. Thanks for stopping by. Welcome to the Chickabee Apiary. We're gonna give them some little juice, let them know we got juices coming. And we're just gonna set that right on top. And what they'll do is they'll use their proboscis or their little drinking straws to go right through that top right there. You can see all those little holes and all the propolis. But they can stick their tongues right through that and get the water right out of there. So it's a 1-to-1 sugar mix right now because we're not quite close enough to winter to be doing the 2-to-1. Plus, this hive has lots of pollen and lots of nectar. Let's pan up really quickly. Hey, thanks for coming in. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate each of you for coming in today and hanging out with us. So, can I come up? Absolutely. I don't know. No, you know, Miss Hattie. I can do lots of things. I haven't figured that out yet. Let's see what we can do. Pause. About me. How do I invite somebody? You're always welcome to come up. I don't know how to cut. Oh, wait, is that button? This feature is not available after. What? Hey, bear with us. We're going to try to bring Hattie up. If I'm smart enough to figure this out. Lighting poll. Is that viewer wishes? Nope. Nope, don't end. Yeah, I don't see it on my side. I don't know how to do it, Miss Hattie. So for some reason, what's this button? This feature is not available after viewer wishes. I don't know how to get. Well, somehow this thing called viewer wishes is on, which I don't know what that means, but apparently that doesn't allow me to allow people to come in. Which I don't know what that means, but apparently that doesn't allow me to allow people to come in. What's this? Oh, cut that off. Viewer wishes. Add up. Holy moly. Cut that off. Viewer wishes. Add up. Holy moly. Yeah, Miss Hattie, I don't know. I for real. I feel like they move stuff every single time, and then once I find it, I have no idea where it went to. So I'm going to work on that. But we're going to go live a little later again today because I want to do the Bee Trucker hat giveaway. So we'll go live this afternoon again. Again, I just wanted to check this morning, and I'm glad we did to see if that queen had been released yet. Can I zoom out more? Nope. I have to step back a little more so I can show you all the bee jacket. So we're going to be giving this bee jacket, one of these, not this one. This one's dirty. It's got stuff all over it. But we'll be giving one of these bee jackets away in October, November, and December. We're going to give away 2 in December. So they're 3-ply mesh, UV protected, and breathable. So if you're like me and sweat up a storm as soon as you get the jacket on, this is for you because it's very breathable. Luckily, fingers crossed, I have not been stung through this one yet. But yeah, so it has the veil, it has the side pockets, and of course, you know, the veil. But these ladies were being super chill this morning. It's a little misty, so I know they weren't going to come for me. So we are good there. Hopefully that queen went in that hive and she was like, hey, look at all this great place to lay. So we're going to do that. So in order for you to be eligible to win one of the jackets in October, November, December, I need you to click that heart up above and join the fan club. You don't have to join a super fan club. I still don't know what that's all about. I think that's the new subscription area. We don't need all that. But tapping that screen, sending those gifts and sharing helps us provide everybody with all of these lovely giveaways, and also helps the Beekeepers Helping Beekeepers community. That's what keeps me going. So if you're a beekeeper, drop those bees in the chat, drop BHB, let us know where you're joining us from. If you're a bee friend and you're here to learn more about beekeeping, and or you're trying to get into beekeeping, do that as well. Drop those bees in the chat. Let us know where you're joining from. There's tons of great people here who are BHB. So if you see the BHB, click on their profile, follow them. You're going to see some great live content from them. Check out Miss Hattie B as well. So we'll take a quick tour of the bee yard. I will say this tripod, to show you this after it pinches the devil out of my finger. But yeah, this is a really amazing tripod. I love it. It's very sturdy. Let's see, there we go. So she has a very wide base. It comes with 2 clips. This is in my showcase. If you're looking for a new tripod that's very sturdy, it has this gooseneck. It can be raised and lowered. I mean, fairly high. You got this next one. I mean, she goes very tall. So let's put that up. It's still not at its full capacity, but you can already see I'm 5'10". That thing will go all the way up to 6'2", 6'3". And you can use the gooseneck to kind of look over your hive. So that way, when you're working in the hive, people can see what you're doing as well. But really great quality as well. Very sturdy, but very hard to walk with. So this is only one split in my bee yard. I moved them because it was a split. I didn't want them to find their way back to the old hive or for other bees to come try to rob their area. So we have 2 other parts of our bee yard. We have this area here, and we have the area over by the chicken coops. You can see kind of in the distance. Hey, thanks for stopping in. Thanks for stopping by. Chicopee apiary here in Chesapeake, Virginia. You kind of in the distance. Hey, thanks for stopping in. Thanks for stopping by. Chicopee apiary here in Chesapeake, Virginia. Zone 8A. We're still in that from Miss Hattie because the farmer or pollinator kind of gives you an idea of what we're doing and what we have going on here. These are some of our other beehives. This is one of the Bee Castle viewing window hives. We'll take a look at that. This is also the Bee Castle viewing window hive, except for the deep boxes are not stamped like this one is. So, when you buy that 3-tier one, and then we also have a Lysum or a Better Bee hive. Miss Hattie, you still with us this morning? So I did some painting yesterday. I'll take you in the garage real quick. And you can see I love colorful hives. We did a new color yesterday, which is like fire engine red. And we'll take you in there, look at it really quickly. I showed Mr. Steve and King yesterday, and they're like, holy crap. All right, y'all ready? There she is. I don't think it gets redder than that red. Oh, please be safe, Miss Hattie. I appreciate you coming in. But yeah, so this one is red as red can be. Oh, please be safe, Miss Hattie. I appreciate you coming in. But yeah, so this one is red as red can be. This is our new red color that we'll be adding to the bee yard, and our new blue color that we'll be adding to the bee yard. I am going to mix those. They're red. I'm hoping the red keeps them good and calm. But yeah, so I'm super excited about that. But we'll mix the colors because as you saw, our other Lysum hive out here hasn't been painted, and I deployed that without thinking. I'm like, you haven't painted it. While it is polystyrene, and it's probably we do get some pretty heavy polystyrene, so we'll be deploying that blue and red. For real, I think the hummingbirds would love it. Oh gosh, if they could only get in the hive and get some of that nectar. But hey, thanks for stopping in. Thanks for coming by, McAdams. I appreciate you coming in and hanging out with us. We did a quick hive inspection this morning in between rainstorms. As you can see, it's good and wet here. We had a good rain last night. It's been raining off and on from the tropical storms coming up the East Coast and blessing us with some rain. But we're going to go live again this afternoon. Hey, all right, Grandma. Hey, if y'all get a chance before Grandma leaves, click on her profile, check her out. She does some cool things in her lives. Not only is she a beekeeper, she's an artist and a singer. I did get to check her singing the other day. So check out Miss Beekeeping with Grandma as well. Hey, if y'all get a chance, check out McAdam Honey Farms too. They do amazing things and have tons of great giveaways throughout the week. And they also help support mental health. And so mental health is a real thing, y'all. Check them out as well if you get a chance. But yeah, so we're going to take that red and blue hive and switch out this Better Bee hive so I can paint it. So that it lasts longer. And then this afternoon, we're going to go live again. So it's supposed to, according to my phone, it's going to rain in 7 minutes. That's what I love about the Apple phone. While the rest of the forecasts say it might rain today, this one it at least pops up and says, hey, it's going to rain in a couple minutes. So I wanted to do that quick check of that queen. We saw that she was not released. They had eaten the candy plug about 90%. So big booty Judy couldn't squeeze through that tiny hole, but she's out now. Oh, they can't see the color red. Well, dang. Hopefully they can find the hive. It's going to have some blue boxes on it too. Thanks, Tom. I appreciate that. Um, but come back this afternoon. We're going to do some live by the hive. If it hasn't stopped raining by then, we'll do live by the hive in the garage as we paint some more. Right, I won't have. It's going to be a hummingbird box. I just leave. We'll leave a big entrance so they can slide into there and just feed them from the inside. But come back tonight. We are going to do live from the hive and give away 4 trucker hats. And if you get a chance, check out Mick Adams. She did a video yesterday. She won the last trucker hat. So she is a mother trucker. Check out her content and see some of that as well, because she did post that her content and see some of that as well, because she did post that that content of receiving that trucker hat. So please check that out. And before we go, let's check out the Bee Castle viewing hive. I mean, the ladies coming in and out, so I don't think they got that memo that it's going to rain in 7 minutes now, or they're trying to do it before it starts raining. So this is that Bee Castle viewing window. I'll tell you what, it has so much. Nope, they're not doing anything. I probably need to re-wax this frame. Every time I go in here, I don't see them doing anything on this one. So we might need to pop that one out. I know on the other side they're doing stuff, just because I did a hive inspection this past week. This window's pretty tight. I want to shave it down a little bit more. My goofy self put the other viewing window on this side of the weather. Oh my goodness. You can see they built out some comb on this side. But nonetheless, oh, there's a lady. Hey, friend. Hey, bee friend. Hey, drop those bees in the chat. Click that follow button, subscribe, and come back and join us this afternoon. If you haven't joined the fan club, please click that heart above so you can be entered in a chance to win one of these bee jackets. We also have some new custom bee jackets that we are having made as a sample that's going to have some pretty cool features on it. So I don't know how many of you are always reaching for your hive tool or have some pretty cool features on it. So I don't know how many of you are always reaching for your hive tool or have your hands full and need to put your hive tool down. It's going to have an area where you can just pop it right against your jacket, and the magnets are going to grab that hive tool so you can get your hands free really quickly. And it's also going to have, like, I carry my bee brush. You spin us around. I carry my bee brush wherever I can put it. Hey, thank you for the daily heart, McAdams. Thank you. I put it wherever I can put it, but we're going to build in in our pants that are coming, a new pocket just for the bee brush. So you can put it in there really quickly, but it's very readily accessible instead of always having to reach in your working box to get your brush or 5 hives down from where you're currently working. If you're like me, you like to lay it down and reach for it and it's not there. All right, so this window luckily comes off fairly easy. And I put this in the bottom brood box so we could see what's happening in there. And, well, of course, they're not doing anything. It is one of the outside frames. But they're there. They're live. They're doing their thing this morning. And I appreciate the ladies doing their thing. Ouch, a mosquito just bit me on the cheek. Hateful thing. All right, well, we're going to end it here. I appreciate everybody coming in and hanging out with us this morning. We did that quick hive inspection of that newly installed queen from Northwoods Apiary from Vermont this morning. We did that quick hive inspection of that newly installed queen from Northwoods Apiary from Vermont. Genetics that I've been reading on. So super excited to get that new queen installed. She is a Carney and Italian hybrid, kind of middle of the line, hygienic. So Varroa sensitive hygienic, meaning against Varroa mites. And they can also detect Varroa mites when they are in capped brood. And so they're able to uncap that brood. And if it is infected with a Varroa mite, pull that larva out and get rid of it. If not, then they'll recover. All right, everybody. I appreciate everybody. Varroa mite. Pull that larva out and get rid of it. I mean, if not, then they'll recover. All right, everybody. I appreciate everybody coming by. Stay tuned for another message about what time we're going to go live this afternoon, do Live by the Hive, and give away 4 trucker hats. If you stop in, you'll be eligible. So come hang out with us. We'll get that wheel spinning and see who's going to win these next 4 trucker hats. If you stop in, you'll be eligible. So come hang out with us. We'll get that wheel spinning and see who's going to win these next 4 trucker hats. And then if you haven't joined the fan club, please click that heart above. Join the fan club so you'll be eligible to win one of the bee jackets. We'll talk about beekeepers. We'll talk about hives. We'll talk about pollination and, just have a good time. So, hey, thanks for stopping by the Chicopee Apiary. We are live here in Chesapeake, Virginia. We're going to cut it here and come back a little later to do Live by the Hive and do some trucker hat giveaways. Hope everybody has a great day. Stay safe. And